What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What we have for today is an interior detail on a Ford F-150. It's pretty bad. It's just kind of one of your old average neglected vehicles that hasn't been cleaned for a while. Definitely hasn't been deep cleaned for a while, so it hasn't had the carpet shampooed and stuff like that probably since it was new. So there's going to be some weird nasty colors coming out of the carpet. For the most part though, they cleaned out most of their trash and stuff like that, so that's awesome. So we don't have to do any of that. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So when you're working on a vehicle in the condition and age of this one, it just kind of makes sense to go ahead and pull those seats out. This process typically only takes like 5 or 10 minutes to get them removed, and you'd be surprised how much trash, crumbs, food, things like that get wedged up under the seat and kind of get stuck there over the years. So I went ahead and took advantage of the opportunity. That way I can get this truck as clean as possible. And you may be seeing me use that small carpet brush. This basically just helps me dislodge any kind of debris, dirt, trash, things like that that might be lodged into the carpet. You may be wondering why I'm not using a drill brush for this. With the condition of this truck, in the carpet quality, there's not really a whole lot of stuff lodged in there, and using the drill brush, it tends to just throw stuff everywhere. So with this, I can kind of get it more controlled and kind of pile it up. That way I'm not having to re-vacuum the whole area 3 or 4 times when doing it. But after we have the carpets all vacuumed up, we're going to go ahead and move on to shampooing them. And these carpets did take quite a bit of time to get looking presentable. I think in most areas I did 3 passes, 4 passes in the worst areas. And what I used to clean was I used some Chemical Guys carpet shampoo, and then I also added a little bit of degreaser in there to kind of help tackle some of these tougher stains. And while we weren't able to pull out every single stain in this carpet, we definitely made a massive improvement. in this area right here, as well as the next one coming up with the red stain in it. They were the worst areas. This area, obviously, because like it's the center section, so a lot of times, a lot of the floor mats, they don't actually cover this part of the carpet, so it's basically unprotected carpet for the last 15 years in a truck that's been worked out of. So we kind of just have to do the best we can. A good indicator to know, to kind of look for if you're having an area like this and you want to know if it's actually clean, just pay attention to the water coming through the extractor. If you're still noticing some stains and you're getting clear water, more than likely that's an indicator that the stain's actually not going to come out all the way. Although like we did in this area, in the next area, we will make a pretty nice improvement on it, but it's not going to be perfect. And really the only way to get it perfect is to either replace the carpet in the truck or re-dye it. Okay, and making our way to the seats now. These things were super greasy, so we had to shampoo them. And when it comes to shampooing the seats, it's relatively the same process as the carpets. I just like to kind of keep an eye out on how much water I'm putting in them. That way they dry pretty quickly and there's not a ton of water going into the foam. Another thing to kind of keep in mind is just be careful. Like this truck on the driver's side, it had a rip on the seat. Just be sure you kind of go a little bit softer on these areas. Be lighter with the drill brush, because the last thing you want to do is increase that rip or make it even worse. And continuing the progress on this work truck, we're going to next move on to cleaning all the hard surfaces such as like the plastics, the dashboard, the door panels. And you'll see that in some areas there, I did use a drill brush to clean, especially on this driver's side door panel, because where where the rest of the arms and the elbows and stuff like that, it tends to get a nice layer of grime and grease and dirt built up on it. And using the drill brush, it just helps clean it up, and this surface was extremely durable. So I wouldn't really recommend using this on every surface. If you have a leather that's a little bit more on the softer side, I wouldn't recommend using a drill brush, but in this case it worked out just fine. And what I'm using to clean is just a simple all-purpose cleaner from Chemical Guys. And once I have the surface completely clean and the panels completely dry, what I'll do next is I'll go in and apply a UV protectant. In this video I'm using Chemical Guys Silk Shine, but there's a ton of good ones on the market. There's another one, it's Aerospace 303 protectant. That's a really great one. Me personally, I'm kind of a bargainer, so I like to look out for the deals, sales, stuff like that. So there's a lot of these detailing companies, they run stuff like that, and free shipping and sales and all that stuff adds up. So if you can find a good product and find it for a good price, it's all right to use a couple different ones. You don't have to be a fanboy of a certain product. I like to jump around products as long as it's a good product and a good value. I like to use it. So definitely kind of incorporate that if you're going to be detailing, and you'll save a good bit of money along the way. So the question for this video is, let me know down in the comment section where you're watching this video from, what country, what state, wherever it might be. Just drop it down in the comment section below. We have a couple final touches to put on this detail, but for everybody who tuned in and watched the video, I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw in this video and you want to help the channel grow, please go ahead and drop a like and subscribe. Also, make sure that you tune in to Thursday's video, because we have another detailing video coming out on Thursday. Stick around for just a little bit longer in this video, because you're not going to want to miss these before and after shots.